Shelly Books and More, back again with another live video. I am Shelly.
And I'm Carissa.
Welcome. So, as you should have saw from the description, we are here today to present to you guys the entries that we have selected to be in the running to win one of the prizes that we have set for December. So we actually have a couple of entries that we're going to present to you guys, at which we wasn't going to present this until after we got done with the winnings. But what ended up happening, which again, before I present the entries that we are selecting to, award, let me reiterate. And I need you guys to listen. Our entry forms are extremely serious. They are extremely serious. I cannot express this enough. This is a legal matter for us. You understand what I'm saying? Can I say it again? Our entry forms are a legal matter for us. We're just not a company / an organization that's creating a contest that's just like, oh yeah, let's just create a contest. No. It took me, let me make sure that you guys understand. It took me almost between 15 to 20 years to put this all together. I am not ashamed of my age. Look, this is what 44 looks like on me. I had this vision since my oldest son was born, and he is 23 years old. Okay? I had this vision before Amazon became what Amazon is today. Okay? I had this vision before YouTube became what it is today. I could go on and on and on of when I created this vision. So when I tell you that whatever you want to refer to as the creator as, whether you look at him as God, the Most High, nature, whatever, because this is not a religious matter. But when I tell you that I've had this vision for that many years, and the power that be, whether you want to look at that as the power inside of me, power above, I don't care. But that's how long it took me to make sure that I understood all of the ins and outs that would be required of me. It didn't come rushing all in at once. No. It was step by step by step. And I didn't have a lawyer to help me put all of this together. No, I did not. I had to sit down here and there and figure out everything that was going to be necessary. So when I saw that there was going to be a need to create a disclaimer, terms, and agreement that will represent our entry form, that is what I did. So, for every entry that we receive, it must come with an entry form. I can't present a child as a winner without an entry form. So, because of that, there are a few entries that are not going to be able to be presented until we have those forms in our possession. So they're not being disqualified. Disqualified. Well, you get what I'm saying? They're not being disqualified, but they have to be put to the side until, we can work out that entry form. So with that being said, with the two entries that we got in today, they have the opportunity to be in our December winning, because it's like, okay, well, until we sort out this entry form matter, we can put that to the side and possibly award, you know, the ones that we have 2 new ones that we was not going to present today, but because of that, we get to show you guys something new that came in today. So again, let me just reiterate, the entry forms are so extremely important. And I gotta lecture a little bit because people oftentimes do not hear you until stuff get serious. And this is becoming extremely serious because we are now in the beginning phase of presenting winners. So now you got ears a little bit more wide open because it's like, well, now we need to know how this is going to go because this is becoming serious and we need to know the legal matters, you know, how you're presenting and so forth and so forth. So for even look, it was only about a day that this posed a somewhat of a conflict for me, but I'm happy that my thinking allowed me to explore this. I even had to think about the copyright laws that will possibly come into play as a result of us using coloring books outside of our own. So fortunately, we got the opportunity to speak with a lawyer, and they let us know, and they also congratulated us as well. Like, hey, you guys are creating a contest? Like, that's pretty cool. Like, well, let me tell you, you're not violating any copyright laws because you're not presenting any of the entries as your own. Which again, why? The entry forms, is so extremely important. So, no, even though children are allowed to pick whatsoever they would love to choose to color, whether it be through someone else or whether it's coming from a coloring book or themselves, we do not present any of these drawings to be the work of our own. We are simply allowing individuals to submit their work to us for the opportunity to win cash and prizes. So again, we was informed by the legal, lawyer, whatever, that we are not breaking any copyright laws. So with that being said, and again, we do not disclose any names, which again, thinking of everything that and believe me when I tell you, we're not done. We are not done because there will come a day where we will have to have lawyers on our staff that will make sure that we're following all of the do's and don'ts. But until then, I do belong to, how can I say it? I have resources that allow me to reach out when I need to. And that's how I was able to confirm that we're not breaking any laws. So we have a beautiful new entry that came today. When I tell you this young lady did a beautiful job, which I wish... Look, I'm going to do this so we don't show her face.
Well, what about that?
Well...
Want me to hold one on top of
yes, because I don't want to show her face. Oh my gosh, how can we... Okay, so we will hold it up together. Yes. Are you ready? Yo, we'll hold it up together because she's so beautiful, but we don't want to show her face.
It's very pretty.
Isn't that very pretty?
Can I see it?
Can you? I know because Carissa's holding it. So pretty. So we believe that someone, and is it crooked a little bit?
It probably is.
Yeah. So we believe that someone, okay, I got it now. Because it's facing down. Yeah, we believe that someone drew this for her. Hold on one second. Okay. Yes. That someone drew this for her and she colored it. Hey, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Look, Shelly. Oh, hello. I always say I don't want to mess your name up. Mimi.
Mimi?
Yes.
I was about to say Mimi. I think it's Mimi.
So beautiful. I hope you can see how beautifully she colored that. Can you? Oh my gosh.
Well, I can see it on the camera.
Okay.
At the bottom.
And here's another one that she did. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh my goodness. And here's another one that she did. Again, we're gonna cover her face, even though we have the entry form that does give us permission to show, but we, you know, we don't want to show. We don't want to show her. Because we just want to make sure that we cover all of our bases. And so here's another one that she did. Hold on just a second. Okay. Did I? Okay, let's just put it up. Here's another one. I want you guys to focus in on that one. Raise it up to... Okay, that's good.
Like this is good.
Yes. Isn't that gorgeous? What she's like in the... She's in elementary school.
It's so cute.
Isn't that so cute? And look at this one. I'm just saying, I love that she did one black and one white. I'm just saying, I love that she did that. Well,
I can't.
Well, look at it. This one, I don't mean to say black, but brown, representing melanated. And I'm just saying the diversity of our complexions, that we are beautiful, no matter if we're light, if we're darker, if we're just beautiful. And that's how I see her creativity that she presented to us. And that's how I have to look at it, because if that's not what she meant, and which if she wins, we're going to have the opportunity to ask her, you know, what inspired her to give us these two, you know, interpretations in how she colored it. Was she thinking, you know, diversity far as race goes? Was she thinking diversity far as all races go? So I thought, well, she looks like she has lots there, doesn't she?
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. I just love how she colored it. And look at that right there. So again, you guys, that's why we're allowing the children to use whatsoever they would like. Whether it's crayons, color pencils, paint, you guys, because they can bring all of that together and color as they see fit. So with that being said, we are ready to show you guys who is in the running. So, I mean, I'm just so looking forward to all of the different entries that are going to start to come through. This is only the beginning. So the ones that we picked, which if you guys go back, you can scroll through and look at some of the ones that we presented. But again, we do not disclose names. You will, learn of the individual's name when we pick. So this individual here is in the running. This painting, coloring is in the running, which we're going to have to pick next week. And we're running late because we had a meeting with one of the after school program that we are working with. It looks like we're going to be creating more of a solid partnership where parents throughout their program will be sure that they know what we are doing. Because again, the entry forms is playing a crucial role in regards to, the entries properly being filled out, the entry forms. And so with these two coming in, look, I don't want to go through the process. What I'm going to do is when we pick next week, we're going to tape it, right? Because they came in at the last minute. We're going to tape it so that we don't have to keep holding up. But she's such a beautiful young lady. She really is. So, and I don't even want to fold it. But you just saw. So the two, well, let's just show one, okay? So we can officially put it up that these are the two. And so you can, oh yeah, we got one more to show. So we're going to allow this to be in the running. We're going to allow her to be in the running. And then we have the high school sweetheart, which again, if you guys didn't get the opportunity to listen to his beautiful poetry / short story, would you say it was more like a poetry?
I think more like poetry.
More like poetry. People really did reach out and say that they really enjoyed the high school sweetheart. And we got a couple of individuals that said that they really enjoyed the dragon. So it was like, we did too. We really enjoyed the dragon. It's just, you know, and I would have to say, well, I really loved all of the work that came from this individual. But if I had to say was from what, I mean, I love it all. And we didn't even present everything. But we are trying to award at least 2 winners for the month of December. And so just remember, just because we don't select for this month, don't mean that we won't select for January, February, March. Because remember, we hold on to these entries for so long. And for so long means it could be a number of several years. You know, so if we see an entry that we really wanted the opportunity to present, but we just picked, you know, one over the other, it's like, okay, well, put it in our keepsake. I call it our treasure chest. Yes, I call these our treasure chests because they represent treasures that we didn't get the opportunity to pick, but we know we wanted to pick it so we could go back and pick it at a later time, as long as we have the entry form that goes with the entry. And hopefully there's a number that the individual, you know, can still be contacted and we can reach out at a later time. So how many did we say that we have? We have, in which we're putting both of these, her drawings, in the running up. So we have the high school sweetheart.
So it was like 4?
Yeah, like 4. We have the high school sweetheart, and then we have the 3 that came from this individual. The 3 that came from these individuals. So before we go, and because I know that I'm running so late, let me reiterate, because individuals, which I totally understand, I'm not faulting anyone for this, because this is just how life is. This is just how our brains think. Look, don't ask me how I know. I just always known this early on. This is how our brains think, that it takes time for us to process information. Just because we hear it don't mean we necessarily process it at the time that it's being presented. So if you have the ability, which I look at as a skill, to be able to process information, all that information as it's coming to you, as it's being given, then you are a very skilled, talented individual. And so for this individual, I'm using this as an example so that you guys understand where I'm coming from. From this individual, the parent made sure that the child had an entry form to go with each entry. So that let me know that they processed the information that was being presented. And let me say that the information that was being presented did not come directly from me. So that makes it even harder, because it came from a third party. So they had to make sure that they possibly went to the website, looked over the rules that was there, or they thoroughly listened to what was being said to them through the third party. So again, it is so important to us that parents, educators understand the importance of that entry form, because it's allowing us to buy the rights to their work. This is something that's going to represent a future book. So they can't win unless we have permission to buy the rights to their works. So in case you missed it, this is going to represent a coloring book. So what we're going to do with the entries that win is either it will become a book, or either it will become a coloring book that we will end up recreating, or it will become on our calendar, or both, where individuals will have the opportunity to support us, support the contest, support the children, which will allow us to present bigger prizes and more often. Because again, if we could be sitting here all day doing this is what we would be doing. It would be non-stop. You would have to turn off the TV. Look, did you hear me say the TV? I hope you got where that was going. The TV, YouTube, yeah, because that's how big this could end up going. You get what I'm saying? You have, America's Got Talent. You got The Masked Singer. Why not have this, right? Why not have this? But I'm not gonna talk about that because I don't care. If that's what happens, then so be it. But if it doesn't, then so be it. I'm not seeking it out. If it's an opportunity that is presented to us, then we will consider or whatever. But again, we're doing things that, which I said I was going to talk, and I'm wrapping this up. I said I was going to talk about how this is children supporting other children, because other children will have the opportunity to again color what other children have created, what other children have drawn, being able to put their own colors to it, being able to put their own spin to it. By creating calendars, other children, other parents will have the opportunity to look up and say, this was created by children, which is the funding is being generated to support other children. So that's how we look at this, as something that's being created for children to support other children. So, with that being said, we have some tough decisions. We have presented to you guys the ones that are in the running up. And again, do not think that just because we didn't pick someone that's weak, don't mean that we're not going to pick it later.
Yeah. There's always a chance.
Yes, because we know what we want to do. We know the direction that we want to go in. So we want to be able to pick at least one winner a month. But if funding allows us to, we will pick 2 winners. Look, 3 winners, depending on how many entries are coming in. So, if you guys want to see us grow, if you guys want to see us reach more children, you can share the video. You can create a hashtag that says Shelly Books and More contest for children. Help us reach more children, because we really do okay, so let me re-say this. The thing that keeps us going is the thought that there are children out there that want to enter. There are parents out there that want to see their children enter this contest. There are uncles, aunties, neighbors that would love to watch a show that represents the innocence that's coming from children. The innocence. Because this is children having the opportunity to sit down, color, read, draw. It always serves a purpose, but there's a little bit more incentive because now you know that there is a company/organization that you can send this to that's going to show it off to the world and have the opportunity to win cash and prizes. And so, yes, today we are awarding anywhere between $100 to $500 plus more prizes. But just think of how much more we can award if you guys support us. And when I say support, I'm just not talking about money. Let's put money to the side. I'm not talking about money because support comes in more ways than just money. But I'm talking about sharing. I'm talking about you just simply allowing your children to submit an entry. Bring it up to them. Give them a coloring book and say, do you know you can win some cash and prizes if you color? Let's go to the Dollar Tree and buy you a coloring book. Let's go to developing kids after school program. Let's have them print out a coloring page that you would like to pick. Let's go to the library and see what they have. And then as a result of this contest, you will have more creators that create coloring books that's saying, hey, I got a coloring book. I got some really creative art that you can consider for the contest. So today we are picking one winner, 2 winners a month, awarding $100 to $500. What happens to the day that we can award $1,000? $1,500. Do you think we won't do it? Look, I can go on. Do you think we won't do it? We live to give. So if you think we won't do it, you're wrong. You are so wrong. You're so wrong. You're so wrong. We would give these children money, not because we're trying to buy them. That's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to buy them. We're not trying to buy them. But we're trying to show them that there is a better way. There's a better way. There's a better way. Look, don't let me start tearing up. We're trying to show them that we are doing this for you. There's a better way. You don't have to go out and commit crimes. You don't have to go out and think that there's nothing better for you. The world is centered around art. That's all we do all day, every day is art. TV is art. Books, art. Drawings, art. Everything is art. Everything is art. So if we can start to catch the children while they're young and let them know that the whole world is art and you can support one another. This is what we are endeavoring to do. And so again, we're not trying to buy them. We're just trying to open the door to let them know that this is what we are doing for you. And it's not just us, because we can't do this alone. This are the parents that are allowing their children to submit entries. These are educators that are not just hearing us, but listening. Because people hear all the time, but are they listening? So we need people to listen. And so now, fortunately, we're beginning to work with the libraries. Yes, we are beginning to work with the libraries. We're creating a plan that is going to allow us to partner with the schools. And so we're already at the beginning stage of partnering with the after school program that we're already working with, which they are more than happy to allow us to say their name. They are the Developing Kids After School Program. They are one of the first individual organizations that stopped and listened. Stopped and listened. Because again, we say it, but people don't always listen. And because there's so much to hear, we understand if individuals aren't going to take it all in at once, because it's a lot to take in. It's like there's more to it than this. I ain't even said everything because I don't want to overwhelm y'all with everything. But we are a company / organization that is creating something for children that is helping to tap into their gifts, their talents, their innocence, to help them refocus. You get what I'm saying? So fortunately, educators will start to notice the change in children's behavior, that they're more excited to learn. They're more excited about life. They want to see themselves continue to progress in a positive, development. I could just keep going on and on. These poor children, they're just, so many of them are lost. But all children are talented. Can I say that again? All children are talented. There is not one child that is born that is not talented. I promise you that. I promise you that. There's not one child that is born that is not talented. No. You cannot never ever pay me to believe that there's a child that is born without talent. It doesn't exist. All children love to color. They love to draw. Write. All children fall into one of those categories, if not all of them. So again, if we could kind of create that initiative, that incentive to help children want to tap into their creativity, to come back to the table, to want to draw and color, and want to submit that to us, to allow us to show it off to you guys so y'all can cheer them on through us, give your comments, then that's what we're doing. Okay, I can keep going. I can keep going. And we present live. So the idea is to kind of sneak up on the winner a little bit, coordinate with the parents, coordinate with the schools, the program that they came from. They will know that they won, but when and where we're coming will be a complete surprise to them. So isn't that fun? I kind of think of it as like when you think of the Publishers Clearinghouse, how they do it. Well, you never heard of that, have you? Did I say it right? No. You. Well, it's a contest that you enter. It's through a publishing house. They present winners in person. They go to their house. They have balloons and they have this big old check. And people come to the door like, I won! Yeah. So that's what we want to do for kids. We want to present those big old checks that says, hey, you won! So before we leave, we always have to show you guys our beautiful bookmarks, where if you guys want to find it in your heart to support us, look, bookmarks to support us, beautiful art on the back. You can go to our website. You can purchase these for I hate saying for as little or as much as $3, because I understand when we don't have it, we don't have it, right? But if you believe in what we're doing and you want to help show your support, help us reach more children, because advertising costs money. It does. I have a growing staff that I do have to pay. But when I tell you I'm not worried about it, I'm not worried about it because I trust that everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to work out. But if you want to show your support, you can go to our website, purchase these. These are $3 free shipping. We made sure that everything on the website is free shipping. And so we're going to have many bookmarks that you guys can support. And so even if you don't read, you can still purchase a bookmark. Look, I remember my sister used to buy bookmarks. Look, we have bookmarks just sitting on the mantle. I don't know, maybe my grandmother and my mom did buy them because they did read. But I remember, looking at bookmarks laying around the house because sometimes they're just so pretty. And so again, you can end up seeing some of these beautiful pieces of art on the bookmark because we have graphic artists that we work with that's going to recreate this stuff, which is how we're going to end up putting them in a coloring book. So right now we are working on our own coloring book, which we have 2 coming out. Yes, we have 2 different graphic artists that are working with us to produce our first 2 coloring books. But believe me when I tell you that it has, where you get your coloring sheets have no bearing on whether or not a child will win our contest. We don't care if you purchase our coloring book, if someone draws them something, or if they draw themselves something. We want to see all creativity come through. If children are just purchasing from us, then where's the diversity in that? Yeah. Right? It's kind of boring. Wouldn't you say? Yeah. It's kind of boring. So we want individuals to have that opportunity to allow their children to pick whatever they want to color. But if there's something in our coloring book that children would love to color, our vision, then we want children to have that opportunity as well. But again, it will have no bearing whatsoever because we want to be able to pick some of all of this creativity. And this is just awesome what we're looking at here. So I'm just saying, this is every single month, 12 months a year. So we're going to be picking these. So even if we don't pick it next week, trust and believe that it can be picked the following month, the month after that. You got anything to add?
Nope.
So I think our time has come and gone. I can keep repeating myself in a different way because I've become very creative in that. But that's the show for today. Look, if there's one that you would like to see us pick for next week, don't be shy. Let us know, that, I don't know what you would call this one. I don't know. Because it reminds me of, the trees, the sun, the grass. Well, you just describe it. Now, I named this one as the Sun Child because I love that. I love calling it the Sun Child. And this is the beautiful look. Not gold, but yellow, orange dragon. And look, you
gotta cover her face.
I know, because I don't want to show her beautiful face. I really don't. But if you need to go back and review, please do that because there's a beautiful, oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't want to fold it. I really don't. But there's a beautiful drawing that came through, which she included her beautiful face, which we have the entry form. So her guardian, did give permission, which is why we have parents fill out their entry form. But we want to be protective over the children. So we don't want to show them until, we're actually presenting. So with that being said, this was today's show. This is only the beginning. Look, today you see this. Next year, in a few months, you don't know what you're going to see. Because we are pushing forward in this thing. We got a lot that we see that we're going to do. And it's all centered for our children. And you can help us capture their minds. It's too much going on with them today. It's too much. TV isn't innocent for them anymore. The radio isn't innocent for them anymore. The internet is not innocent for them anymore. You gotta be.
It was never innocent.
It was never innocent.
No.
And so we still have entries to present. We're gonna pick back up the entries that we did not include in this drawing after we pick the 2 winners that we're going to use to represent the month of December. So continue to watch because our winners are coming. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Look.